Good morning, dear friend. Before the noise of the day begins, before the phone lights up with messages, headlines, and demands, I want to invite you into a quiet, holy moment. Right now, as your eyes open and your feet touch the floor, something sacred is happening. A brand new day has been placed in your hands. And the very first voice you choose to listen to will shape everything that follows. So before you listen to the world, before you listen to fear, before you listen to pressure or yesterday's regrets, pause with me and listen to God. Scripture tells us, "In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly." There is a reason David didn't wait until noon, and there is a reason he didn't wait until the night. The morning is when our hearts are most open, our minds most impressionable, and our direction for the day is still being formed. What you give God first, He has permission to guide fully. Many of us wake up already behind, already anxious, already rehearsing what could go wrong. But today doesn't have to start that way. Today can begin with trust. Today can begin with peace. Today can begin with God going before you. Think about it for a moment. If the first thing you hear is bad news, your spirit absorbs fear. If the first thing you feel is pressure, your body carries tension all day long. But when the first thing you do is turn your heart toward the Lord, something shifts on the inside. The weight doesn't disappear instantly, but it no longer sits on your shoulders alone. God steps into the day with you. He steadies your thoughts. He orders your steps. He reminds you that you are not walking into this day unprepared or unprotected. This morning prayer is not about rushing God or checking a box. It's about alignment. It's about saying, "Lord, before I face anyone else, I face you. Before I make decisions, I seek you. Before I carry responsibilities, I rest in you." And right now, wherever you are listening from, I want you to take a slow breath and let your heart settle. You don't need to have all the answers this morning. You don't need to feel strong. You don't need to feel ready. You only need to be willing to place this day in God's hands. Because when the day begins with Him, you are not led by chaos, you are led by grace. And as we move forward in this prayer, we will invite God not only to start the day with us, but to walk every step of it by our side. So stay with me, and let's begin this morning, anchored in His presence. As this morning unfolds, I want to speak to the part of your heart that's already carrying weight. The meetings on your calendar, the bills on your mind, the doctor's appointment you're worried about, the conversation you've been putting off, the uncertainty you can't quite shake. Many people wake up before the alarm because anxiety gets there first. But hear this gently and clearly. God never intended for you to carry today's load alone. His word tells us that His mercies are new every single morning, not stored up for someday, not rationed out for when life finally slows down, but freshly given for today. That means whatever this day holds, there is already enough grace waiting for you. Not grace for next week, not strength for every possible future scenario, but strength for the steps directly in front of you. One of the quiet traps of anxiety is that it asks us to live tomorrow before it arrives. We replay yesterday's mistakes. We imagine tomorrow's problems, and we miss the grace God has placed right here in the present. So this morning, we choose a holy exchange. We trade anxiety for daily grace. We release the pressure to have everything figured out, and we receive the peace that comes from trusting God one day at a time. Jesus Himself said, "Do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself." That wasn't a rebuke. It was an invitation to rest, an invitation to stop borrowing trouble that God never asked you to carry. Right now, in this moment, you can begin the day by placing each concern into God's hands. The work you must do, the people you must face, the decisions you must make, the strength you feel you don't have. God sees all of it, and He promises to walk with you through it. You may not feel fearless, but you can be faithful. You may not feel confident, but you can be covered. And as you step into this day, let this truth settle deep in your spirit. You are not stepping into chaos. You are stepping into a day already held by God. His grace will meet you moment by moment. His wisdom will guide your decisions. His peace will guard your heart. So breathe out the worry, breathe in His faithfulness, and let your soul rest in the assurance that today God goes before you. As we move toward the close of this morning prayer, I want to help you carry what we've spoken here into the hours ahead, because prayer doesn't end when the video ends. It becomes the way you walk through the day. God never intended to meet you only in quiet moments and then leave you to manage everything on your own. Scripture reminds us that the Lord watches over our coming and our going, that He goes before us and stays behind us, that He is present not just in sacred spaces but in ordinary places too. That means God is with you when you step into your workplace, when you sit in traffic, when you answer difficult emails, when you have conversations that stretch your patience, and even when the day doesn't unfold the way you hoped it would. This prayer is meant to become a rhythm in your heart. When stress rises, you can whisper His name. When confusion shows up, you can pause and ask for His wisdom. When fear tries to take hold, you can remind yourself that you are not walking alone. The same God who met you in this quiet moment is walking every step with you. So, as you go, carry one simple truth with you today. You are covered by His grace, guided by His Spirit, and held by His faithfulness. Let your words reflect His peace. Let your reactions be shaped by His patience. Let your choices be anchored in trust rather than fear. And if at any point the weight feels heavy again, return to this posture of surrender, even if it's just for a breath or a quiet prayer in your heart. Now, as you step fully into this day, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May He give you clarity where you need direction, strength where you feel weak, and peace that guards your heart and mind. May you walk with confidence, not because everything is certain, but because God is with you. Go into this day knowing you are not rushed, not forgotten, and not alone. This day is held by God, and so are you.